This is a person who is actually following someone else who is superior to them in the background. They're not the actual leader here. They're following someone who is their leader in like age-old traditional wisdom kind of parampara sort of a thing, parampara tradition.
Like lineage.
Yeah, that's right. Going to be the show person for some type of larger organization that is part of some tradition.
Wow. Okay. I just want to ask you about relationships and marriage. I wonder if you can see more in this very clear picture.
Basically, they would have married earlier, but the way that and you can see there is some relationship earlier, but there's a delay, and then there's another marriage later. So there may have been some, involvement emotionally earlier, but then the actual, long stayed deep relationship comes later.
So can you just be a little bit more clear about the marriage? How many marriages are there? What's the delay? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, on both hands, there appears to be a marriage shown. That was like destined marriage. So it was like slated. But then on the right hand, that line is, I can't see terribly clearly because it's low focus, but what's clear is that marriage has become subordinated and it's only playing a lighter role in this person's life. And then there's another relationship that comes later that becomes the predominant marriage later on in this person's life. And it's very straight and it's very kind of even rigid the way it looks. So it's very formal. And they're very kind of, I would say, like in this marriage, this person's going to be like driving a straight line with it, so
this person,
that would be the first one there on the bottom. There may have even been some affair before that, or affairs. I mean, these show patterns. They're not always just like, but definitely there was some affair or affairs before, and then the second one, but then it goes down. I can't see how the relationship exactly ended, but I can see that it ended in a negative way. It ended in a negative way that was in conflict with this person. It's going very quickly down towards Mars, so there may have been conflict, there may have been violence involved with that, and then later on, there's another marriage that basically, becomes the real marriage for this person in their life, the main marriage. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, would you like to know who it is?
Tell me who it was. All right.
It is our new King Charles.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, scary. Okay.
A few things that you did say which just blew my mind. First of all, about the marriages. He was married to Princess Diana.
Oh, that's who she was married to? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So Princess Diana was married to Prince Charles, and it was known that they had
she
conflict.
died like in that horrible
she died in a violent
car crash way,
yeah, and they had a lot of conflict in the marriage. That was quite known, and he had an affair.
Mm-hmm.
And who he had an affair with, he then got married to, Camila. So you were like spot on about that, about how Princess Diana's relationship, marriage with him was subordinate, and she expressed that.
Yeah. Wow. And then, it's also interesting that, the differences between the two hands in the marriages. We have things that have been provided for us, but he's, chosen to deal with what he was provided by subverting what he was provided, the marriage he was provided, and he's gone for something else. And I put that together with his dark, powerful, intense kind of nature that will, ruthlessly destroy with a heavy hand whatever comes in his way. Mm-hmm. And I connect it with that.
Right.
And it's like, it just shows the trajectory of this person by what he's doing with what he's provided.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No death threats because I'm saying stuff about English royalty, please. I could be wrong.
And the other real interesting thing that you said was that he is that there's like a parampara, meaning a
Yeah.
lineage.
He's not the leader,
He's
actually.
not the leader, and I wonder. I'm interpreting that in my mind whether he's actually leading in front of the queen, because she reigned for so long that
Could
he might
be.
see that
Could be.
he's carrying her lineage.
It could be.
You know, her teachings, and I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. But he's definitely someone who's much more protecting his public image than he's worried about actual leadership. And he's definitely his pointer finger being bent over to the middle finger so heavily, shows a capitulation of his own sense of, morality and direction to a higher force, a Saturnian force. So, yeah.